Hey, it's your girl, Alicia Brooke, and today I want to talk to you about attachments and detachments. And attachments, I feel like we have a lot of attachments that are holding us back that we don't realize they are unhealthy attachments. For example, it could be jewelry. I know a lot of people, or weave, let's say weave and jewelry. A lot of people feel like when they have the weave or the jewelry, they feel like they are a better person. It helps their ego and their self esteem and materials. They're letting materials help that. So when they have it, they feel great. When you get your hair done, ladies, you feel wonderful. Like a lot of fellas and rappers and stuff, they get a chain, they feel like they're somebody, right? So when they lose that, then they feel like they're nothing. A lot of bitches don't go outside because they don't have their hair done or they don't have weave. So therefore, that's holding them back, and you know that. So the same thing with jewelry. The same thing with a lot of things. Now it's not only just material stuff; it's emotions that we are attached to as well. Um, like slavery. We people so many people right now are attached to slavery, the ideal, the concept, the the energies, the thoughts that they have in their head is attached to slavery. So it holds them back from certain situations and from learning certain things and from just becoming the best them they can be, right? So I'm not saying don't, you have to know your history, but you don't need to stay in it. You don't need to be attached to it because, for one, most people think that that's slavery is their history, and if they do real research, it's really not. Okay? Do you see? The thing is, what we do, we hear stories, we watch movies, we hear things from our parents, and we internalize that and we attach to it and feel like that's our story. That's not your story. Your story is right now. You're creating your story right now while you're living. Okay? So don't let somebody else's story hold you back from completing the thing that you're here to do. Okay? Because it will. Now, attachments is something when you lose something or something comes up with that attachment, your weave, somebody can touch your weave the wrong way. You will get mad. It will it will provoke emotion into you. So we have to look at attachments and figure out, am I hold am the thing is, they some people say you need to detach from it. But when you detach from something, it's basically like it's there, but you are so detached. Yes. So when you detach from something, it's basically like you have something, or you can get something, but you're so detached that you're not able to understand that you can have that. Example would be, um, I am so detached from traveling that, like, moving away from my own city. A lot of people are so attached to their city that they're detached from experiencing other places. So they don't want to leave their city, right? So you're detached from something that you can actually experience. Attachment to experience in other places would be, oh, I'm just going to keep going everywhere. Well, and that's fine. I guess I would have to use another, and because right now when we're thinking about detachment and attachments, we're trying to figure out what do we need to attach from or detach from or attach to. For example, it would be when somebody says something, like, we'll go back to the slavery thing. If somebody says something, they want to bring knowledge about a situation, but this situation you're so attached to that it hurts you when somebody brings it up, right? And if it's not in a way that makes you feel better, basically how you feel better because you're so attached to it is by people saying things that brings up negative emotions, where you get mad, you get angry, you get sad, all that type of stuff when people bring that type of situation up. When you're attached to it, so it's an unhealthy attachment. But when you are detached from it, somebody can bring up some information that can actually help you in life. You are so detached from that that you won't receive that information, you know? So I say you have to find a balance. You have to find the balance, okay? Because attachments and detachments can be unhealthy to you. All right. You need to have healthy attachments, healthy detachments, if that's the case. But right now, I just want to focus on people looking at the things that are negative, that people are detached or are attached to, that are holding them back. Okay. It's a lot of different things. You have to understand, you cannot attach yourself to things you can't change. Slavery, we cannot change it. We can understand it. We can move on and have a better future, but we cannot change that story, right? But you can change the now and the future. So I just want everybody to just really think about the things that you're too much detached to, that when, if that attachment is messed with or shooken up, that it pulls you back, okay? It pulls you back. When you are balanced, and last but not least, all attachments are not bad, but you have to understand that you cannot change anything. Balance is key. And when you have balance, you're able to say, this is fine. I'm glad I have this right now. I enjoy this. But if it's gone tomorrow, I will be fine too. And I'm going to keep going. Right? And that's just key. Just find balance and understand life is happening. The universe is happening. Most things you cannot change, but you are in control of the now and of yourself. So I want people to understand that, and just, yeah, really. And if you let me know about any of your attachments, if you would like to share that with me, I would love to listen. If you have certain attachments that you say, look, I am attached to this because when I have it, I love it. I feel like I'm someone. And if it's gone, I feel like I'm not shit. It could even be a job. Okay. And people be like, I lost my job and now I'm nothing. I'm dying inside, and that is not true because you're so attached to that job that you cannot accept what God has for you and be able to move on to the future. Right. So attachments is holding you back. The universe is trying to show you something when things come and go. You cannot be attached to anything. Okay? Okay? All right. So, and then with attachments, and then if you don't agree with me, please tell me why, because I'm always here to learn. Like, I'm always trying to learn new things. I'm always trying to elevate my mind and, speak intellectual things, though I like being sexy, okay, on the ground. And I can do that, all right, because I'm a boss. But if you don't agree, let me know. Let's talk about it, you know? Other than that, yeah, look at your attachments and also the detachments, because that is important too, because I feel like people are detached from certain things, so they're not able to receive certain information that can help them change, you know? But I feel like you need to focus on more of the what you're attached to, because that thing is affecting you inside. Once something happens that you cannot control, it affects you because you're attached to it. A detachment, you just don't know. You just not gonna know. All right. But attachment can hold you back once that thing happens or it's gone, because that's what's gonna happen. Nothing is here to stay really, but you.